My beloved child, I am commanding you to stop for a moment and listen. Do not treat these words as ordinary, for they are not from men, they are from heaven. I am reaching to you with urgency, with love, with power, and with a voice that cannot be ignored. You did not find this message by chance. I placed it before your eyes because this is the exact moment I chose for you to hear my heart. This is not just another word. It is my final call to your soul before it is too late. You have asked me many times in secret, Lord, do you see me? Do you hear me? Do you still care for me? And I answer you now, yes, I have seen every tear. I have heard every cry that you thought no one else noticed. I have walked beside you in the darkest nights when you believed you were alone. I was there when pain gripped your heart, when betrayal crushed your spirit, and when fear whispered lies into your mind. I never left you, not for a single moment. My child, I am calling you now because there is little time. You must not delay. You must not scroll away or close your heart to this word. Every second is holy. Every breath you take is a reminder that my grace has kept you until this very moment. I am warning you with love. If you ignore this message, you may miss the blessing I have already prepared for you. Do not let doubt steal this chance. Do not let the enemy trick you into thinking, these words are not for you. They are for you, and only you. I am telling you this with great seriousness. This is the voice of heaven speaking. I am commanding you to hear and receive. The path ahead of you is about to change. Doors are about to open that no one can shut. Burdens are about to lift. Chains are about to break. But you must choose to listen now. I am your Lord. I am your Savior. I am your Jesus. And I am speaking to you with fire in my voice and love in my heart. This is not just another moment. This is a final invitation from heaven before it is too late. I want you to know that I have seen you. I have watched every single moment of your life, not just the ones you showed to others, but the ones you hid deep inside your heart. I saw the tears that slipped down your cheeks at night when no one was there to comfort you. I heard the whispers of your heart, the silent prayers you thought were too small to matter. Every sigh you breathed in pain, every moment you felt forgotten. I was standing near, closer than your very breath. You have never been hidden from me, not even for a second. There were nights when you laid in your bed staring into the darkness, asking yourself if tomorrow would be any different. You asked if anyone truly cared, if anyone truly saw what you were going through. My child, I was right there, sitting beside you. I was the one who carried you through the nights you thought you would not survive. When fear wrapped itself around your mind like heavy chains, I was the voice that whispered courage into your spirit, even if you did not recognize it was me. I have watched you smile in front of others while secretly breaking inside. I saw the way you kept going even when you felt too weak to take another step. I saw how you held on when everything in you wanted to let go. Do you not know that every moment you thought you were walking alone, it was my hand that kept you from falling? When you felt like giving up, I was the one lifting you, holding you, keeping you alive. There were moments you thought your prayers were useless, as if they were bouncing off the walls and fading into silence. But my beloved, not one word you prayed was wasted. I caught every prayer, even the ones you could not put into words. I heard the cry of your heart when all you could do was sit in silence with tears running down your face. Those tears spoke louder than any words, and I gathered them in my hands. I turned each one into a testimony, a seed for the miracle that is coming. Comment amen if you're standing firm in your faith. I saw the betrayals that broke your heart. The people who promised to stay but left when you needed them most. I saw the pain when those you trusted wounded you. My child, I wept with you in those moments. I held your broken heart in my hands and whispered that you are still loved. You are still chosen. You are still mine. When you felt worthless, I whispered worth into your soul. When you felt invisible, I reminded you that you are engraved on the palm of my hand. You thought I was far away because I was silent. But my silence was never absence. I was fighting battles for you that you did not even know were raging. I blocked attacks you never saw. I removed dangers that you were not aware of. I stood between you and destruction when the enemy wanted to take you out. You survived because I was covering you. You are still here because my hand was upon you. My beloved, you have walked through deep waters. You have faced storms that should have drowned you. Yet here you are, still standing, still breathing. That is not by accident. That is proof that I carried you. Every valley you walked through, I was walking too. Every heavy burden you carried, I was carrying it with you. You never walked alone, even when it felt like no one understood you. I know the thoughts that keep you awake at night. I know the fear of tomorrow that presses against your chest. I know the shame that whispers that you are not enough. But my child, I call you enough. I call you chosen. I call you mine. Do not believe the lies of the enemy that tell you that your life has no meaning. I designed you with purpose. I created you with intention. Nothing about you is a mistake. I saw the days when you pushed through your pain just to take care of others, when you gave love even when you were empty inside. I saw how you sacrificed, how you tried to hold everything together when you were breaking apart. I know how tired you are, how weary your soul feels, how much you long for rest. And I say to you now, I am your rest. Come to me, and I will give you peace that the world cannot give. When you walked through loneliness, I was there as your closest friend. When you felt unloved, I was wrapping you in my eternal love. When you felt like your life was going nowhere, I was shaping you, preparing you for the very moment that is now unfolding. I have been working in the background, weaving every broken piece of your story into something beautiful. You could not see it, but I was writing every chapter with purpose. My child, you are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not unseen. I have loved you with an everlasting love, and I will never leave you. The journey you have been on, with all its struggles and pain, has not been wasted. Every moment has shaped you. Every tear has watered the seeds of your destiny, and every heartbreak has prepared you for the joy that is coming. You may not understand why you had to go through what you did, but one day you will see how I turned it all into a testimony. You will see how the nights of sorrow gave way to mornings of joy. You will see how what the enemy meant for evil, I turned into good. Hold on, my beloved, for your story is not over. I am still writing it, and the best chapters are yet to come. My child, I must open your eyes to something very important. There is a battle around you that you cannot see with your natural eyes. It is not just about the struggles you face in your daily life. It is deeper. It is a war for your soul, for your peace, and for your destiny. The enemy has been watching you. He has studied your weaknesses. He knows what tempts you, what frightens you, and what makes you want to give up. He has set traps all around you, hoping that you will stumble, that you will turn away from me, and that you will never step into the blessing I have prepared for you. The enemy has whispered lies into your mind. He has told you that you are not worthy of my love. He has told you that you are too broken to be healed, too sinful to be forgiven, too weak to be used. He has made you question your value. He has tried to convince you that your prayers are useless and that I do not listen. But I tell you now, every one of those words is a lie. I, the Lord your God, call you my child, and nothing can take that away from you. There were moments when the enemy tried to use fear to control you. He painted pictures in your mind of failure, of loss, of hopelessness. He tried to make you believe that tomorrow would only bring more pain. He tried to hold your heart in chains of anxiety, making you believe you could not escape. But I was there breaking those lies, shining my light into your darkness. Every time you felt hope rise in your spirit, that was me pushing back the enemy's voice. He has also used delay against you. He wanted you to think that because your prayers were not answered quickly, they would never be answered at all. He wanted you to believe that I had forgotten you, that I had walked away. But delay is not denial, my beloved. The waiting was never wasted. It was preparation. The enemy wanted you to give up before you saw your breakthrough. He wanted you to let go of the promises I spoke over you. But still you are here, and that means he is not won. Please consider supporting our channel. Our mission is to bring joy to your life and inspire deeper devotion and reverence towards God. If you feel led to support us, you can do so through the Super Thanks button below. Every act of kindness helps us continue spreading light and love. Thank you for being a part of this journey. My child, you must understand that ignoring this truth will bring danger. If you pretend this battle is not real, you may fall into the traps he has set for you. If you turn away from my voice now, you may miss the blessing that is already on its way to you. This message is not just gentle encouragement. It is a warning from heaven. If you do not guard your heart, the enemy will fill it with doubt. If you do not stay close to me, he will drag you back into chains you were never meant to carry. I am telling you this because I love you too much to let you walk blindly. I am your shield, your protector, your strong tower. But I also need you to stay awake. You cannot afford to fall asleep in this hour. The enemy is crafty, and he will use people, situations, even your own thoughts to pull you away from me. He will try to convince you that you are alone, that you cannot change, that nothing will ever be different. But those are lies meant to keep you trapped. You are not too broken for me to heal. You are not too lost for me to find. You are not too weak for me to strengthen. I came to destroy the works of the enemy. I came to set you free from every chain. I came to give you life, not just survival, but life full of joy, peace, and purpose. That is why I am speaking with such urgency now. Because the enemy knows his time is short, and he will fight hard to keep you from stepping into what I have prepared. Think of the times you almost gave up, but something inside you told you to hold on. That was my spirit fighting for you. Think of the times you wanted to end it all, but you found yourself still breathing the next morning. That was my mercy keeping you alive. The enemy wanted to destroy you, but I would not let him. You are mine, and I have drawn a line that he cannot cross. But I also gave you the power to choose. And if you choose to ignore my words, the enemy will take advantage of it. He will drag you deeper into fear, deeper into doubt, deeper into despair. That is why I say again, do not ignore this message. This is not something you can brush aside. Your soul, your future, your blessing, everything depends on what you choose right now. My beloved, I am not speaking to frighten you, but to prepare you. A soldier does not go into battle unaware. I am giving you this warning because I want you to be ready. The enemy's greatest weapon is deception. If he can make you believe the lie, he can control your life. But if you hold on to my truth, you will be free. My truth says you are chosen. My truth says you are forgiven. My truth says you are loved with an everlasting love. I need you to hear me. The enemy has no final say over your life. His power is nothing compared to mine. He may roar like a lion, but I am the Lion of Judah, and I have already defeated him. I crush his power at the cross. His chains cannot hold you unless you choose to believe they can. That is why I am telling you, rise up, my child. Stand firm in faith. Do not let his whispers define you. Let my voice be louder in your heart than every lie of darkness. This is the reality of the battle. You are not imagining it. The heaviness you feel, the fear that attacks your mind, the delays that frustrate you, these are all part of the enemy's plan to break you. But I am greater. I am stronger. And I have already written your victory. Stay close to me, and you will not fall. Trust my words, and you will not be shaken. Listen to this message, and you will see breakthrough. Ignore it, and the enemy will tighten his grip. The choice is yours, my beloved. But know this, I am commanding you to hear and obey, because your time of freedom is now. My child, I am speaking to you with great urgency now. This is not just another moment. This is not another message to pass by. This is the final call I am sending to you before it is too late. The time is short. The window of grace is narrowing. What you choose to do with this word will shape the rest of your life. You cannot keep delaying. You cannot keep waiting for tomorrow. The hour has come, and the trumpet of heaven is sounding over your soul. You remember the many times I whispered to you before. Do you remember the warnings you felt in your spirit? Those gentle nudges that told you to change your path? Do you recall the times I sent people into your life to speak my word, yet you brushed them aside? Do you remember the moments you felt me pulling at your heart, but you said, not now, maybe later? My beloved, those were not accidents. Those were not random feelings. Those were my signs, my signals, my attempts to reach you. But each time you ignored them, each time you delayed, the gap grew wider. I was patient with you. I gave you time to come to me. I gave you chances to listen, to obey, to surrender. I did not condemn you when you pushed me away. I did not abandon you when you chose your own way. I waited with mercy. I waited with grace. But now, my child, the waiting season is over. This is not a gentle reminder anymore. This is a final trumpet blast from heaven. This is my last cry to you before the door closes. The time of playing with your destiny is finished. The time of running in circles, of promising to change tomorrow, is done. I am commanding you now to decide. Choose me or choose the world. Choose life or choose death. Choose truth or choose the lies that have held you captive. But know this, you cannot stand in the middle any longer. The middle ground is vanishing. The line has been drawn. The season of lukewarm hearts is ending. I tell you with love, my child, you do not have forever. Every breath you take is a gift. Every heartbeat is another chance. But one day the breath will stop. One day the heart will cease to beat. And on that day, your choice will no longer be yours to make. That is why I am calling now with urgency. That is why I say this is your final chance. I want you with me. I do not want you lost. I do not want you chained any longer. You have seen the signs around you. The world itself is groaning. The foundations of nations are shaking. Morality is crumbling. Darkness grows bold. And still, I keep shining my light. Still I keep sending my messengers. Still I keep offering grace. But soon, the door of grace will close. Soon, the opportunities you have now will no longer be available. That is why I am telling you, heed this message before it is too late. Think of the many times I spared you when you should have fallen. Think of the times I delivered you when you thought there was no way out. Think of the moments you should have died, but you lived. Do you know why? Because I was giving you time. I was holding back judgment. I was protecting you so that you could have this moment, this chance to finally choose me with all your heart. My child, do not waste this chance. Do not let this moment pass you by. The enemy wants you to believe there is still time. He wants you to think you can change later, repent later, surrender later. But that is a lie. Later is not promised. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. All you have is this moment. All you have is now. That is why I am sounding the trumpet. That is why I am raising my voice. I am shaking the heavens and the earth to wake you from your sleep. You feel it even now in your heart. You sense the weight of these words pressing into your spirit. That is not just emotion. That is my spirit convicting you, pulling you, urging you. Do not harden your heart. Do not silence my voice. The enemy will try to distract you, to make you scroll away, to make you close your ears. But if you ignore this call, you will regret it. The blessing that is waiting for you will pass to someone else. The doors I am opening will shut. The freedom I want to give you will remain locked. I love you too much to stay silent. That is why I am warning you now. I do not want you to perish. I do not want you to suffer the weight of choices made without me. That is why I speak with fire in my voice. That is why I command you to listen. This is not to frighten you. This is to save you. I am not here to condemn you. I am here to rescue you. But you must choose. You must act. You must surrender. This is the last trumpet before the shift. Once the trumpet sounds, things will not remain the same. There is a shaking coming that will separate those who are truly mine from those who only claim to be. The days of pretending are ending. The days of hidden sin are being exposed. The days of delay are running out. I am calling you now, my beloved. Answer me while you still can. Do not look back at your past and say it is too late for you. It is not too late as long as you hear my voice. Do not look at your failures and think you are too far gone. You are not. I am greater than your past. I am stronger than your sin. I am more powerful than your weakness. But I cannot force you. I gave you free will, and you must choose. This is why I am commanding you to listen now. Not later. Not someday. Now. Open your heart to me. Release the excuses. Let go of the delays. Stop saying, I will change tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. Today is the day of salvation. This is your moment. This is your chance. This is the final call before it is too late. My beloved child, feel my urgency. Feel my love. I am not shouting to scare you. I am crying out to save you. I gave my life for you. I shed my blood for you. I carried your sins so that you could be free. Do not throw away such a gift. Do not turn from such a love. Do not silence this trumpet. Hear it, receive it, obey it, and live. My beloved child, now that you have heard my warning, I am giving you instructions for what you must do. These words are not suggestions. They are commands from heaven meant to lead you into freedom, healing, and blessing. If you listen and obey, your life will change. If you ignore them, you will stay trapped in the same cycle of pain, fear, and disappointment. Hear me now with your whole heart, for these instructions are the key to walking through the open door I have prepared for you. The first thing I command you to do is trust me. Trust is the foundation of everything. Without trust, you will always waver, always doubt, always pull back when I ask you to step forward. I know you have been hurt by people who broke your trust. I know you have been let down by promises that were never kept. But I am not man. I am not like those who betrayed you. I am your God, and my word never fails. My promises are true, and my love never ends. Trust me, even when you cannot see the full picture. Trust me, even when the road ahead feels uncertain. Trust me, for I have already gone before you to make a way. The second instruction I give you is this: let go of bitterness. You have carried anger in your heart for too long. You have replayed the wrongs done to you, and each time you think of them, the wound grows deeper. But, my child, bitterness is poison. It does not hurt your enemies more than it hurts you. It steals your peace, it clouds your mind, and it keeps you from stepping into the joy I want to give you. Release it. Put it in my hands. Let me heal the pain that caused the bitterness. Do not hold on to the offense, for it is a chain around your soul. I am commanding you to forgive not because what they did was right, but because I want you free. Forgiveness is not saying that the pain was small. It is saying that you will no longer let that pain control you. Forgive those who left you. Forgive those who lied about you. Forgive those who broke your trust. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you made. My blood has covered it all. My mercy has washed it all. You do not need to keep punishing yourself or others. Let forgiveness flow, and you will feel the chains fall. When you release others, you release yourself. The next instruction I give you is to pray. Prayer is not just a ritual, not just words spoken into the air. Prayer is your lifeline. It is your direct connection to me. I long to hear your voice, not only when you are desperate, but every day. Do not think you must use perfect words. Speak to me as a child speaks to a father. Tell me your fears, your hopes, your dreams, your questions. When you pray, you invite me to move in your life in powerful ways. Prayer opens the heavens. Prayer releases angels to fight for you. Prayer shifts the atmosphere around you. Do not neglect it. Make it part of your life, not just in the hard times, but always. Along with prayer, I call you to worship. Worship is not only about singing songs. Worship is about lifting your heart to me in gratitude and love. It is about recognizing that I am your God, and I am worthy of all honor. When you worship, chains break. When you worship, darkness flees. When you worship, my presence fills your home, your heart, your life. Worship is a weapon against the enemy. Use it daily. Even in your pain, lift your voice. Even in your trials, raise your hands. Worship will carry you when words cannot. I also command you to walk in obedience. Do not only listen to my words and then forget them. Obey them. When I tell you to forgive, forgive. When I tell you to let go, let go. When I tell you to move, move. Obedience is the proof of your love for me. It is the key that unlocks the blessings I have stored for you. Many doors have remained closed in your life because you hesitated to obey. Do not make the same mistake again. Obey quickly. Obey fully. Obey with faith, even if you do not understand. And now, my beloved, I want you to move forward boldly. I have placed an open door before you, one that no one can shut. It is a door of healing, of freedom, of provision, of joy. But you must walk through it. I will not push you. You must choose to take the step. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let doubt make you hesitate. Do not let the enemy whisper that you are not ready. You are ready because I have prepared you. I have carried you through every trial to bring you to this moment. The open door is yours, but you must rise and walk through it. My child, you cannot walk into a new season while holding on to the old one. You cannot embrace the new blessings I have for you while still clinging to past pain. Release it all at my feet. Lay down your worries. Lay down your fears. Lay down your past. Leave them behind and step into the new. Do not look back. Do not carry the old weights. Trust me, for I am leading you into a greater season. The instructions I give you are simple but powerful. Trust me, release bitterness. Forgive freely, pray daily, worship with your whole heart, and walk in obedience. If you do these things, you will see my hand move in your life like never before. You will see doors open that you thought were forever closed. You will see chains fall that you thought would never break. You will see miracles that will leave you in awe. But remember, this requires action. You cannot only listen and feel inspired. You must act. You must obey. This is not the time for delay. This is not the time for hesitation. Obey now, and you will walk into the destiny I created for you before the foundation of the world. My beloved child, these are your instructions. Do not ignore them. Do not set them aside for later. Take them to heart and begin today. If you do, you will step into freedom, you will step into joy, and you will walk boldly through the open door I have set before you. Hear me with all seriousness now. I must warn you about something very important. Delay is not harmless. Delay is dangerous. Delay can cost you blessings. Delay can cost you peace. Delay can even cost you the very future I planned for you. Many people believe that waiting to obey is not the same as saying no, but I tell you the truth. Delaying my word is the same as disobedience. To ignore my command today is to walk away from the open door I have placed before you. I know your heart says, maybe tomorrow. Maybe later I will change. Maybe when life is easier, I will surrender. But do you not understand, my beloved? Tomorrow is not promised. Later may never come. The enemy loves when you delay. He does not need you to reject me outright. He only needs you to push me aside until tomorrow. That way, tomorrow becomes next week, next month, next year, and soon a lifetime has passed, and the chance is gone. Say amen if you're walking into your season of favor. You have already felt the cost of delay. Think back on the moments when I whispered to you to move, but you hesitated. Think of the times I urged you to let go, but you held on. Do you remember the blessings that slipped through your fingers because you waited too long? Do you recall the peace you missed because you kept clinging to fear? My child, I do not say this to shame you, but to show you the truth. Delay has stolen too much from you already. Do not let it steal more. I am telling you now, when I speak, it is not for later. When I call, it is not for another season. It is for now. Every instruction I give carries timing with it. When you delay, you step out of alignment with my plan. What I wanted to release today cannot always be released tomorrow. The open door I set before you today may not remain open forever. If you wait, you may find it shut, and regret will fill your heart when you realize that it was not my hand that closed it, but your own delay. The enemy knows this. That is why he whispers, "You are not ready yet." Wait until you feel stronger. Wait until you are more holy. Wait until you have everything in order. But that is a lie. If you wait until you feel ready, you will never move. Readiness does not come before obedience. It comes after. The moment you step out in faith, I give you the strength you need. The moment you obey, I provide what you lack. But if you delay, you will keep waiting for something that will never arrive. I want you to understand that every time you delay, your heart grows harder. The more you ignore my voice, the quieter it will seem to you. I never stop speaking, but delay makes you deaf to my call. That is why I say, do not put this off. Do not wait for another sign. This message is the sign. This voice is the proof. This moment is the time. If you ignore this, regret will follow. Not because I want to punish you, but because you will see what you could have had and realize it is gone. You will see the blessings that were within reach but slipped away because you delayed. Regret is a heavy weight, my child. I do not want you to carry it. I want you to walk in freedom, not in sorrow. That is why I warn you so strongly. Look at the world around you. Do you not see how quickly things are changing? Do you not see how uncertain tomorrow is? Every day the earth shakes with chaos. Every day darkness grows bolder. Every day souls are being lost because they thought they had more time. I do not want you to be one of them. I do not want you to be caught unprepared. That is why I cry out, do not delay. I love you, and my love is patient. But my child, the season of endless delay is ending. Mercy has a time, and grace has a window. I do not want you to miss it. Many before you thought they had years left, but in a moment, their time ended. You not think you are different. Your life is in my hands, and only I know the number of your days. That is why I am merging you now. Act while you can. Obey while the door is open. Come while I'm calling. The danger of delay is not only in missing blessings, it is also in giving the enemy more ground. Every day you delay, the enemy works deeper roots of fear, doubt, and sin in your heart. What you think is a small delay becomes a stronger chain. What you think is a simple pause becomes a heavy prison. Delay strengthens the very things I am trying to free you from. That is why you must act now, type Amen to open the doors of blessing, and share this word to guide others into God's light. God says, my precious child, lean in and give me your heart for this moment. This is not an accident, not a coincidence, and not something you stumbled upon by chance. I place these words before your eyes because I have something to tell you that is deeply important for your life. I told you before, in whispers and in gentle signs, but you did not always recognize my voice. Yet because I love you, because I have chosen you, and because my promises never fail, I have come again to remind you of what I spoke. Do not let your heart wander, for this is a sacred moment, designed and prepared for you since before time began. My child, I know how weary your soul has been. I know the weight of the thoughts that trouble you when you are alone. I have seen the questions you never dared to speak, the tears you tried to hide, the fears that kept you awake at night. And yet, even in those silent places, I was there. I was the hand that held you when you thought no one cared, the stillness that calmed you when chaos surrounded you, the breath of peace that covered you when your heart trembled. I told you then that I would never leave you, and even now I am here proving my words true. You must understand, my beloved, I do not speak to everyone in this way. This message is personal. It is my voice reaching into the very places no one else can touch. I have appointed this moment to stir your spirit, to awaken your heart, and to remind you that I am faithful to everything I promised. Every detail of your life has been in my sight. Nothing has been overlooked, nothing wasted. Even the pain, the delays, the betrayals, I have seen them all, and I am turning them into something greater than you can imagine. Do not turn away from this word. Do not think this is ordinary. I am telling you now because the season you are stepping into requires your full attention. I told you before that I would make a way, and now I'm about to show you. Stay close. Listen carefully, for what I reveal in this message will prepare your heart for the blessings, the breakthroughs, and the answers you have long been waiting for. Remember the gentle ways I reached for you when your heart was busy and your mind was loud. I spoke in soft whispers at the edge of your thoughts. I tugged at you with a quiet feeling that said, wait, when your fear said, hurry. I placed small signs along your path, verses you kept seeing, a line in a song that would not leave you, a dream that returned with the same message, a sudden stillness that visited you in the middle of noise. I closed doors you tried to force open, not to hurt you, but to keep you from harm you could not yet see. I stirred a holy unease inside you when you stood near the edge of choices that looked bright but were not safe. I told you, and then I told you again, because I knew how much you carry and how tired you were. I was not angry with you for missing my hints. I was patient. I was keeping watch while you learned to hear me. I want you to see those moments as love, not as fault-finding. When I warned you, it was not to shame you. It was never to push you down. My warning is my hand on your shoulder before the curve in the road. My warning is the light in the window when the path grows dim. My warning is a shield I lift in front of you while arrows fly in the dark. I did not speak to embarrass you. I spoke to spare you storms you did not need to sail. I saw traps set to catch your hope and slow your steps. I knew where the ground was weak and where the bridge was broken. So I gave you the nudge to pause. I placed a check in your spirit. I sent a friend with a careful word. I let your plans stall so that your life would not. When you felt delay, I was giving you time to heal, time to grow, time to see with clearer eyes. Delay was not denial. Delay was protection wrapped in mercy. You have wondered if it was only your thoughts, You have asked if you imagine those holy hints. Hear me now. I am the peace that settled over you for no reason. I am the weight in your heart that asked you to step back when the room looked safe. I am the gentle pressure that said, "Not this," when everything shouted, "Yes, now." My voice does not bring panic. My voice does not tear you down. My voice leads you to what is good, true, and pure. My voice calls you to kindness, to honesty, to patience, to trust. My voice may cut away what harms you, but it never cuts you. It frees you. It lifts you. It clears your sight. The enemy tries to copy my voice with noise, rush, fear, and pride. He says, "You will miss your chance," and pushes you to move without prayer. He says you are alone and hopes you will choose from pain instead of from peace. He says God is tired of you and tries to pull you from me. Learn this. The enemy accuses, I assure. The enemy confuses, I clarify. The enemy shouts, I steady. Type Jesus, I need you if you know he's your only answer. Think of the dreams that carried the same thread across many nights. I wove simple pictures for you because pictures can enter a busy heart more easily than long speeches. I placed you in a hallway of doors in your sleep, and only one door felt warm. That was my way of saying, I will guide you when you wake. I showed you wide roads with bright signs that curved toward shadows. That was my way of saying, do not follow what only looks easy. I let you see storms that did not touch you. That was my way of saying, stay near me and the wind will pass you by. And when you woke, I let the memory remain so you would know I had spoken. Even when you forgot the details, I kept the lesson close to your heart so it could rise again at the right time and help you choose well. There were days when a plan fell apart in your hands and your heart sank. You thought you failed. You thought I was silent. But I was the one who loosened your grip, because what you held was not fit to carry the hope I gave you. There were people you wanted to trust because they smiled, because they said the right words, because they made you feel seen. I saw beyond the moment. I knew their path and yours did not agree. So I let the bond fade. I let the talk go quiet. I let the meeting never happen. Not to keep you alone, but to keep you safe. I knew who would honor your heart and who would spend it. I knew who would guard your calling and who would use it. My warning was a fence around your worth, a shelter over your future, a light on your choices. I told you by shutting what you tried to open, because love can look like a closed door when danger waits behind it. I also warned you through restlessness. That stirring that would not settle when you were about to repeat an old pattern, that was me. The knot in your stomach when you tried to say yes to something your spirit did not want, that was me. The gentle ache you felt when you drifted from simple prayer, that was me calling you back to quiet waters. I was not scolding you. I was saving you from a slow leak in your joy. I was protecting the flame I placed in you from winds you could not see. I was guarding your focus from small distractions that would grow large with time. I knew how certain habits would steal your mornings. I knew how certain voices would cloud your nights. I knew how certain places would dull your hunger for me. So I called you to step away, not because you were unworthy of joy, but because I was leading you to a deeper joy that would last. I also sent my word again and again. The same verse found you in different places. It rose up in a message, then on a page, then in a conversation you did not expect. That was not chance, that was design. When I wanted to fix a truth inside you, I set it before you in many ways so your heart could welcome it. When your courage was thin, I sent you, do not be afraid. When your patience was low, I sent you, wait on the Lord. When your shame was loud, I sent you, you are forgiven. When your strength was small, I sent you, my grace is enough. These were not random lines, they were steps on a path I laid for you. Each time you saw them, I was knocking again. Each time you felt them, I was setting a stone of peace under your feet so you would not slip. Now I teach you to tell my voice from all others. My voice agrees with my word. My voice leads you to love and to truth. My voice makes you humble and brave at the same time. My voice does not hurry you past prayer. My voice gives you a path to obey. When you test what you hear, ask, does this make me kinder or colder? Does this draw me toward light or toward hiding? Does this ask me to be honest, to forgive, to serve, to trust? If yes, it is like me. When you are unsure, bring it to me and wait. I am not upset when you ask for light. I am delighted. I would rather you pause in prayer than run with doubt. I will confirm through peace, through unity, through counsel that honors me, through doors that open without force. I will not tease you. I will guide you. Do not grieve over missed signs. I waste nothing. Even what you missed becomes a lesson I fold into your wisdom. I use the times you did not listen to help you listen now. I use the pain you walk through to help you comfort others later. I untie knots you tied without knowing and set you free without shame. What matters is this: today you hear my voice. Today you choose to slow your pace, to clear the noise, to draw near. I will speak again in ways you can understand. I will match my guidance to your season. Sometimes it will be a whisper. Sometimes a strong nudge. Sometimes a holy stop. Sometimes a fresh desire that keeps rising like morning. Trust that I know how to get your attention without crushing your spirit. Trust that I know how to lead you without losing you. From this moment, walk with a listening heart. Begin your days with a simple prayer. Lord, I am here. Speak, and I will listen. Keep room in your hours for quiet so my voice has a place to land. When anxiety grows, return to stillness and let me calm the storm inside. When you need to decide, invite me into the choice and wait for the peace that does not argue. When many voices pull at you, step back and ask which voice makes you more loving, more honest, more at rest in me. Choose that voice. Let my warnings be a gift you welcome. Let my counsel be a guardrail you thank me for. Let my gentle no be as precious to you as my joyful yes. I tell you this because I am leading you forward, and I want you safe and strong. I am preparing you for doors that will open soon. I am shaping your hearing so you can carry blessing without losing your center. I am training your steps so you can walk through change without fear. I am helping you value what matters so you do not trade your birthright for a quick relief. I am teaching you to know me so deeply that no lie can pull you away. When the enemy says, God is far, you will answer, He is here. When the enemy says, you have failed, you will answer, I am forgiven. When the enemy says, hurry, you will answer, I will wait on the Lord. This is how warnings become wisdom and wisdom becomes peace. So take my hand again. Look back only to see my care, not to count your errors. Let gratitude rise for every moment I kept you from harm you never saw. Bless the closed doors. Bless the changed plans. Bless the holy poses. They were all love. And now, as you set your heart to listen, I will speak to you with greater clarity. You will know my voice in the middle of many sounds. You will feel my guidance like a gentle river under your feet. You will recognize the lies because you are filled with the truth. You will move when I say move, and you will rest when I say rest. You will walk the path I planned for you, guarded and ready. I told you before because I wanted you safe. I tell you now because I am about to lead you into more. Stay close to me, and you will not miss what I have prepared. You must know this with all your heart. Nothing you have done, no step you have missed, no delay you have allowed, has ever removed you from the circle of my love. You have thought at times that your mistakes disqualified you, that your delays made me tired of waiting for you, that your disobedience closed my heart toward you. But I tell you now, with a voice that carries the tenderness of eternity, I have never stopped loving you. My love is not fragile like human love. My love does not withdraw when you stumble. My love does not grow weary when you wander. My love is patient, enduring, unchanging, and it has carried you through every season of your life. Please support our channel. Our goals is to bring happiness in your life and to bring devotion and reverence towards God. And if you want, you can donate us through the super thanks button down below. I have watched you in the nights when you wept alone, believing no one cared. I was there, close enough to catch each tear before it fell, close enough to feel the weight in your chest as if it were my own. You thought the silence meant I was gone, but it was not absence, it was patience. I was waiting for the right moment, the safe moment, the perfect moment to unfold my answer. I have never been in a hurry with you, for I know the pace that will protect your heart and prepare your future. My patience is not distance, it is mercy. While you have feared time slipping away, I have been guarding your destiny so it will arrive unshaken. Every delay you thought was wasted was in truth a shield I raised around you. Even when you turned aside and chose what I did not choose for you, I did not abandon you. I walked beside you into the very places you thought would hide you from me. I stood watch while you wandered, whispering reminders that you were still mine. My love did not retreat when your choices hurt you. Instead, I grew nearer, so that when you called again, even with a faint whisper, I could answer quickly. You have not seen the battles I fought silently for you. You have not known the dangers I turned aside while you were unaware. My patience has been your covering, my love has been your shelter, and my faithfulness has been your anchor, even when you felt yourself drifting. I tell you this because you need to understand that I do not measure you by your speed or perfection. I measure you by my love, and that love has no end. I do not give up. I do not withdraw. I do not cast aside the ones I have chosen. I saw you at your weakest, and I called you mine. I saw you at your lowest, and I lifted you up. I saw you doubting, and I surrounded you with reminders of my promise. My patience is proof that my plans for you are greater than your errors, stronger than your hesitation, and more enduring than your struggles. You are still on the path I designed, and nothing, not your delays, not your disobedience, not your mistakes has been able to change that. My precious child, you have stepped into a season unlike any before. This is not just another passing moment, this is the moment of truth. I have brought you here with purpose, and what you are standing in now carries weight beyond what your eyes can see. Promises that I spoke long ago are pressing against the edge of fulfillment. The prayers you thought drifted away have been gathered, and their answers are now drawing near. You feel the shift. You sense the stirring, because heaven's clock has aligned with your life. Yet, At the same time, the enemy is stirring distractions with equal intensity, hoping to blur your vision, to make you delay, to cause you to let go just as my hand is about to release what you have been waiting for. I tell you, doors are opening before you, doors no person can shut, doors that have been hidden until this appointed hour. Opportunities you thought had passed you by are coming back, refined and prepared to bless you without sorrow. The paths that seemed blocked are being cleared, and the places where you only saw walls will now reveal gates of access. This is not coincidence, my child, this is divine timing. I have been shaping your steps for this very season. Every trial, every delay, every lesson, every tear has led you here. What felt like waiting was weaving. What felt like silence was building. What felt like loss was making room for gain. And now, my plan is unfolding, and I do not want you to miss it. But listen closely, for I speak with urgency. Hesitation now can cost you what obedience will secure. This is not the time to linger in doubt, to weigh your worth by fear, or to let distractions pull you away. The enemy will tempt you with noise, with busyness, with counterfeit doors that shine bright but lead to emptiness. He will whisper, "You have more time," but I tell you, this moment carries weight. If you turn aside now, you may miss the very breakthrough I have aligned for your life. Do not let the lie steal what I am giving. Do not let delay rob what obedience would deliver. My beloved, choose me in this moment. Step forward when I nudge, release what I ask you to let go, and trust that I am faithful to perform what I promised. The harvest is ready, but it requires your hand to reach. The door is open, but it requires your feet to walk through. The blessing is near, but it requires your heart to obey. This is the moment of truth, and I tell you again, obedience will bring you into the breakthrough you have long awaited. Hesitation will only hold you back, but bold trust will usher you into the very promise I have prepared for you. My beloved child, I see the hidden places of your heart where the weight of life has pressed down so heavily. I have not been blind to the struggles you carry, the nights you have laid awake staring into the silence, wondering if anyone truly hears you, wondering if even I myself have grown distant. I want you to know that I have seen it all. I have felt the heaviness you could not even explain with words. I have gathered every tear you tried to wipe away before anyone could see. I have witnessed your loneliness when you sat among others but still felt unseen. I was there in the betrayal that pierced deeper than any wound to your body. I heard your silent cries when the fear of tomorrow threatened to steal the breath from your chest. I saw the financial strain that left you feeling helpless, ashamed, or weary. I listened when you prayed prayers that seemed to echo back without reply. My child, I told you I would never leave you, and I have not. Even in the silence, I was there. Even in the moments when the answers tarried, my presence never departed from your side. Comment, I live for you, Christ, if your life is in His hands. I know how loneliness feels when it sinks into your bones, when no word of encouragement seems enough, when the absence of love from others makes you question your own worth. You wondered why I allowed that emptiness, why I did not fill it with people who would always stay. Yet, beloved, hear my heart. I never meant for loneliness to destroy you. I used it to draw you closer to the truth that you are never truly alone. Even when others left, I remained. Even when voices grew silent, my spirit whispered peace over you. I have been closer than your breath, nearer than your very heartbeat, watching over you with care that never ceases. The emptiness you felt was not abandonment. It was an invitation to recognize my nearness in ways you had not yet known. And I know the sting of betrayal that broke your trust. You gave love and received pain. You opened your heart and were wounded by those you thought would protect it. Betrayal is a bitter wound because it comes from hands you once trusted, words you once cherished. But my child, even then, I never left you. I stood with you in the place of broken trust. I wept with you when you questioned why. I held you in arms unseen when you could not understand how someone could walk away or turn against you. Do you not know that I too was betrayed? I too was denied, abandoned, and sold for a price. I too felt the sting of faithless friends. That is why I can heal you, why I understand you, why my love will never wound you. I told you I would never leave you, and I have not. Every betrayal was a wound I touched. Every abandonment was a valley I walked with you. You were never forsaken, you were always carried. I know the fear that grips you at night and lingers in the day. Fear of failure. Fear of not being enough. Fear of tomorrow. Fear of losing what you hold dear. Fear of sickness. Fear of being left behind. You have tried to hide it, to carry on bravely, yet inside your heart trembled. My beloved, I saw every shiver of fear, and I tell you, fear does not have the final word over you. I told you I would be your refuge, your strong tower, and I have kept that promise. Though fear knocked on the door of your mind, my presence guarded you from destruction. I have kept you when your thoughts spiraled. I have calmed you when anxiety tried to drown you. Every breath you took in the midst of fear was proof that I sustained you. My child, you were not consumed, for I stood between you and the storm. And I will continue to do so, for my perfect love casts out fear, and my love is anchored within you. I have also seen your financial struggles, the worry over daily provision, the quiet shame when resources did not stretch as far as your needs. You prayed over empty cupboards, counted coins with tears in your eyes, and wondered why I had not opened heaven's floodgates. Yet, my beloved, I was never absent from those moments. I sustained you when you thought you would break. I placed small blessings in your path that you may have overlooked: the unexpected help, the meal shared, the gift that came at the last moment, the strength to endure another day. I told you I would not abandon you to lack, and I have not. I have provided in ways unseen, and I am still preparing greater provision that will overflow beyond your need. Do not fear tomorrow's bread, for I am the same God who fed the multitude, who rained manna from heaven, who multiplied oil for the widow. I have not changed. I will supply all that you need. And yes, I know the pain of unanswered prayers. You prayed faithfully. You asked earnestly. You poured your soul into requests that seemed to rise no higher than the ceiling above you. The silence hurt you more than the struggle. You questioned if I heard, if I cared, if my promises applied to you. But my precious one, listen. I heard every word. Not one prayer slipped past me. I have held them all. But my timing is not your timing. Some prayers I delayed to protect you from harm you could not yet see. Some I withheld because I had something greater prepared than what you asked. Some I have answered in ways you have not yet recognized, because the answer did not look like what you expected. But I tell you this truth: not one prayer hath been wasted. Not one cry has been ignored. Not one groan had been forgotten. I told you I would never leave you, and I have not. Even in the silence, I was shaping the answer, weaving a story you will soon understand. Beloved, You have carried so much pain, loneliness, betrayal, fear, lack, silence, and yet here you are, still standing, still breathing, still searching for me. Do you know what that means? It means my hand has held you all along. It means my strength has carried you when your strength was gone. It means my promise is still alive in your life. I will not allow the pain to be the end of your story. I am bringing healing to your wounds. I am restoring the places that were broken. I am releasing provision where there was lack. I am answering prayers in ways that will leave you in awe of my faithfulness. I promise you healing. The brokenness in your heart will not remain forever. I will bind up the wounds of betrayal and fill the empty spaces with love that never fails. I will restore your confidence where fear once ruled. I will replace anxiety with peace that surpasses understanding. I will lift the weight of loneliness with my presence so tangible that you will know without doubt that you are never alone. I will turn your financial struggles into testimonies of provision, so that you will look back and say, truly, God supplied every need. I will turn your unanswered prayers into stories of miraculous timing, where you will see how my delay was not denial but direction towards something greater. I am your healer. I am your provider. I am your restorer. I am your faithful companion. I told you I would never leave you, and I have not. Every scar will become a testimony. Every tear will become a seed for joy. Every fear will become a platform for courage. Every need will become a place for my provision to be revealed. Every unanswered prayer will become a song of my wisdom and care. My beloved child, I have never failed you, and I will not start now. So rest in me. Release the weight you have been carrying. Trust that I am working in ways you cannot see. Believe that restoration is already in motion. Lift your eyes from the pen and fix them on me, for I am making all things new. This season of struggle is giving way to a season of breakthrough. This valley will give birth to mountains of testimony. What was meant to destroy you will only reveal the depth of my love for you. Type heaven is my home if your eyes are on eternity. I promise you this. Soon you will look back on the loneliness and know you were never alone. You will look back on the betrayal and know you were always held. You will look back on the fear and know you were always protected. You will look back on the lack and know you were always provided for. You will look back on the silence and know you were always heard. For I told you I would never leave you, and I have not. My love has been the constant thread weaving through your story, and my love will carry you into the fullness of healing, restoration, and provision that is now at hand. Be still, my beloved. Let these words settle deep in your heart. Let peace rise where fear once lived. Let trust replace your doubt. Let hope blossom where despair tried to grow. For I am with you. I have always been with you. I will always be with you. You are mine, and nothing, no pain, no struggle, no mistake, no delay can ever change that. I am your God, your Father, your friend, your provider, your healer, your shelter, and I will never leave you. Soon, very soon, you will see my promises come alive before your eyes, and your heart will overflow with the truth you now hear. I told you I would never leave you, and I have not heard me clearly in this moment, for what I am speaking carries eternal weight. Do not ignore this message, or you may miss what I am about to release over your life. I do not speak casually, and I do not place my word before you without purpose. Every sentence I am giving you now is a seed of destiny, meant to bring forth life and blessing if you will receive it with an open heart. I have appointed this time as a turning point for you, and if you lean in and obey, you will see a release of miracles, provision, healing, and breakthrough that will surprise you. But if you brush aside this word, if you choose distraction over attention, you may step past the very door I have already opened. Do not ignore me now, for what is unfolding is too precious to be lost. I know how many voices pull at you every day. Voices of doubt that whisper, "It will never happen." Voices of fear that say, "You are not enough." Voices of envy that try to convince you to measure yourself against others. Voices of deception that disguise lies as wisdom, hoping to draw you away from my truth. These voices have surrounded you before, and sometimes you listened, sometimes you wavered, sometimes you let their sound drown out the quiet whisper of my spirit. But I am speaking again with clarity. Do not give your ear to the noise of the enemy. Every lie he speaks is meant to pull you away from the blessings I am preparing. Every seed of doubt is designed to make you hesitate at the door of breakthrough. Every suggestion of fear is meant to paralyze your steps when I am calling you to walk boldly. Every spark of envy is meant to blind you to your own unique journey. Every deception is a counterfeit meant to keep you from receiving the real gift I have already promised you. My child, do not let these voices guide your steps. Do not ignore my voice in favor of theirs. Type Amen to agree with heaven's call, and share this so others may walk in light.